Hello, and welcome to the 42nd Annual Henry A. Rosenberg Sr. Distinguished Citizen Award virtual event of the Baltimore Area Council Boy Scouts of America. I'm Don Fry, President and CEO of the Greater Baltimore Committee, and I'm delighted to serve as the chair for this year's event honoring Marianne Scully, Chief Executive Officer of Howard Bank, Chairperson of its Board of Directors, and Vice Chair of the Greater Baltimore Committee's Board of Directors. Marianne, on behalf of the Boy Scouts of America and the Baltimore community, thank you for accepting this prestigious award and lending your valuable time and efforts to support the Scouts. I also want to thank each of you for joining us for this important annual event. It's a great opportunity to recognize and celebrate the contributions of our distinguished citizen. Today's event also serves to raise awareness and funding for a vital program that makes a lasting, positive impact each year on the lives of countless young men and women in the Baltimore region, Scouting. As I noted in my acceptance speech last year for this very special award, while serving as an elected official in the Maryland General Assembly, I had the privilege of bestowing honors and awards to a number of Boy Scouts and troops. I was always immensely impressed with the poise, confidence, courtesy, and respect each Scout displayed. The hands-on learning and achievements that Scouting offers truly prepares young men and women for life experiences. But this work would not be possible without great leaders like Marianne Scully and people like you who provide the funding and support to keep the Boy Scouts operating at a high level.
Hi, I'm David Hodnett. I'm proud to be a partner at Brown Advisory and board member at the Baltimore Area Council. I've served on the board for our council for nearly 10 years and witnessed its commitment to providing quality Scouting programs to the youth of Baltimore City and its surrounding counties. My service as a board member has not only offered me tremendous opportunities to support an important cause, but also to foster meaningful relationships with many of our region's business and civic leaders. I was fortunate to start my Scouting journey as a youth in New York. And with the support of our parents, my brother and I both attained the rank of Eagle. As an Eagle Scout, I always reflect on the amazing opportunities I have had in my life, whether it was being accepted to college on a full academic scholarship and going on to grad school and law school, later becoming an attorney, to recently being promoted to partner at my firm, or hopefully just being a good husband and father. I know that Scouting helped prepare me to be the person I am today. I want all young people to have an opportunity to experience what Scouting can do for them. Our board is committed to that principle, that every young person who wants to be a Scout will be able to join our program. Your support helps keep the Scouting program alive and well in Baltimore City and beyond. These important programs provide young people with positive role models and mentors in a highly structured and fun environment, which helps them build the skills they need to succeed in life. Thank you for your commitment to Scouting and for helping us ensure a better, brighter future for our next generation of leaders.
What made me want to be in Scouting was the family and the brotherhood and the citizenship that the community that Scouting brings together and the lifelong relationships you make through it.
I like being in Scouts because I feel like that I learn new things and that I get to experience new things also. And I think all that I'm doing now is going to be leading up to an Eagle Scout.
To me, Scouting means that you are prepared for anything that life can throw at you. You may not know exactly 100% what you're doing, but you're given the skills and tools to be able to assess any problem and achieve it as best you can.
And recently, my friend became an Eagle Scout, and I really look up to her, and I want to be an Eagle Scout too if I could be an inspiration to others.
The impact of being an Eagle Scout means that people look at you and know that you're going to be a good leader to whatever you're going to be doing because you have the skills and the tools to be able to achieve and knowledge in a lot of different varieties of things. They also are going to hold you to a little bit of a higher standard because they know that they can and you're going to be able to perform at that higher level. I hope that Scouting takes me to beyond my dreams in life. I have a lot of high standards for myself with my profession and where I'm going to school, but I hope that Scouting allows me to push through and go further than I could ever imagine to, because being an Eagle Scout, being in this first class has taught me that I can get more and do more than I thought I ever could. Thank you, Marianne, for being such an amazing leader in this community and inspiring young women like myself to be able to achieve higher things in scouting. We appreciate everything you do and have done, and hopefully will continue to do for us.
Hi, I'm Ken Miller, the Scout Executive and CEO for the Greater Baltimore Area Council. I'm pleased to join you today for the Distinguished Citizen Award. Just a little background on the Council. We serve a 5-county area, over 22,000 youth supported by 10,000 volunteers in 500 PACs, troops, crews, and ships. Scouting is a big part of our community, and we're excited to be with you today. Frankly, we're excited to be back. After COVID, this summer we kick off one of our biggest seasons ever at Broad Creek Memorial Scout Reservation. Our day camp's up and running. We're doing what we do best, and that's getting the youth in the outdoors. Couldn't be any better. As I think about better, I can't think of a better honoree than Marianne Scully for the Distinguished Citizen Award. Many of you may know Marianne has an Eagle Scout son. I also know it for a fact that Marianne spent several nights camping with her son, so that gets her a bonus point. I don't know if she got a merit badge for that, but Marianne, good for you. Scouting makes a difference. Sometimes we ask, how do we know that? Last year, over 1,300 merit badges were earned by our Scouts. 498 young people earned the Eagle Scout rank, our highest award in scouting. Scouting is a big part of the Baltimore community. We know that our Scouts become better community leaders, and frankly, we know that our communities are a better place because of scouting. I'd like to thank Don Fry and the committee for the great work they've done. What a great group. Don, you brought a super group together. We're on track to have a record-setting year for the Distinguished Citizen event. So thank you all for what you're doing for scouting. Keep an eye on the Baltimore Area Council. We're on the great things.
So Marianne's been in the banking circles for several decades. I've started following her career as she started Howard Bank back in 2004. And I watched her grow her bank from a startup to something close to $1 billion.
Marianne is so deserving of this award for various reasons. I mean, Marianne is the first person I knew that saw the connection between the work she did professionally, what she did in the community, and the connection to her faith and family.
Marianne exemplifies citizenship. Her work in the community, the boards that she has been on, and it's not just herself as a citizen and the work in the community, it's what she expects of all of us at Howard Bank, the attitude of Howard Bank to the community, which is that we belong in the community and we give back to the community, and each of the executives and the expectation of what they do in the community. So it's bigger than just Marianne. She makes sure that all of us are part of a community, and to me that's the definition of citizenship.
Marianne is always prepared. In some respects, she's like the Cal Ripken of banking. She comes prepared every day and never seeks to ride the coattails of others in dealing with difficult issues and problems.
She's not satisfied with just doing something. She wants to understand it, so she's a real student of her profession and really of the community.
I think Marianne's greatest accomplishment has to be the establishment of Howard Bank. Doing it at a time in 2004 prior to the financial crisis and navigating through some very choppy times when other banks had great difficulties, probably the one thing that really stands out in my mind.
I got a call from her in May of 2003 after we had both been laid off by M&T Bank when it took over All First. And at that lunch she said, I've been thinking about starting a bank, which I had never thought that people actually did, but it just proves how she is a visionary. 17 plus years later, we are a $2.5 billion asset bank serving the state of Maryland, particularly the city of Baltimore. And for her to take that vision and to build it to what it is today is just extraordinary.
She was always the overachiever. As I mentioned, we were on the executive team at the First National Bank of Maryland, which became All First. And upon the sale to M&T Bank, it was time for executives to transition. I remember people talking about many things they were going to do. They were going to go to another institution. Some people retired. Some people were going to do something completely different. And Marianne said, I'm going to start my own bank.
Marianne is someone that either you know, you've heard about, or you want to know. And that's because she is everywhere. and she leaves a mark wherever she's been. And I think that says a lot about someone, that they are so memorable because of their presence, because of their participation, and again, because they demonstrate that they have a purpose and they're there to serve.
Not only is she a very successful business leader, but she also is an active member in many important organizations in the greater Baltimore area.
Mary Ann will always make time for people to mentor them, to coach them, to give guidance. And it is a rich trait that not everyone has in somebody in her position in particular.
Mary Ann has many positive traits. I particularly admire how she becomes connected to people and takes note of what is going on in their life. An example in my case was when my father passed away at the age of 95 after a great life. At the viewing, which was in Harford County, Mary Ann appeared. I did not expect her. I knew she had a very busy day, and she appeared, and that meant a lot to me. It is something that I know she does with others, and I have seen her do it many times.
She is everywhere, and she's not just showing up, she's actually participating. And when I think about what Mary Ann does in terms of her community board work, I wonder where she gets the time and energy to do it, given the responsibility she has on the job.
Always the steady guide, the straightforward voice, and really rule of reason when everything else around her is chaotic.
Mary Ann, it is my privilege to be able to wish you the best in this extremely important honor that you are receiving today. I think that the committee really got it right. You are a distinguished citizen and servant, and this community is the better for your presence and your living in it.
Mary Ann, not only am I proud of you, but all the employees at Howard Bank are proud of you and what you've done for the community and what you've had the bank do for the community.
Congratulations, Mary Ann. This is an awesome award, a wonderful recognition of all that you do for the community, and we're all so proud of you.
Mary Ann, congratulations on winning this award. You clearly deserve it based on all that you have done in the course of your career, and you should be honored in this way for what you have done. I look forward to continuing to work with you at Howard Bank and to continue to see you use your skills and efforts to help Baltimore and the state of Maryland.
Congratulations, Mary Ann. I could not put into words all that you've meant to our community and all of us that have had the privilege to work and know you for all these years.
My late father, Henry A. Rosenberg Sr., dedicated a good deal of his time and talents and treasure to support scouting in the Baltimore area. The Distinguished Citizen Award that bears his name is presented annually to a Central Maryland community leader who embodies the moral and ethical precepts taught through the scouting program. When Mary Ann was nominated as this year's recipient, I could not have been more pleased with this selection. Her leadership skills and strong values make her a perfect honoree for the award and an outstanding role model for our youth. Mary Ann, it gives me great deal of pleasure to present you with the 42nd Annual Henry A. Rosenberg Sr. Distinguished Citizen Award, and congratulations.
So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the Baltimore Area Council of the Boy Scouts of America for two things today. One, the huge honor that's been bestowed upon me as the Distinguished Citizen Awardee this year. And the second, for all of the positive contributions that the Scouts has made, continues to make, and will make in the lives of our children. The citizenship designation means a great deal to me, and in part because of the nature of Baltimore. At the end of the day, citizenship is basically the recognition and the registration of an individual as belonging to something. And those of us who were not born into citizenship in Baltimore and have experienced the cocktail party question of where did you go to school, for those of us who married somebody from New York, and for those of us who have not been naturalized, to see the investment that we've made in the city, which is the other path to citizenship, and to be officially recognized as a citizen of this wonderful region is an incredible honor. To be included with those who have preceded me is almost unimaginable. But it's not really about me or about the Distinguished Citizen Award. It's about the work that the Scouts do. And the Scouts have for years made a huge difference in the lives of our children. A German philosopher and writer once talked about the fact that if you can dream it, you can do it. And if one thinks about the brilliance and the power and the sheer magic that's conferred on any child who experiences not only the adventures of scouting, but the commitment of scouting and the discipline of scouting, and sees how that changes their lives, we can't be anything but grateful. I am, as many of you know, the mother of an Eagle Scout. I saw the Boy Scouts change the life of my only child. For that, I am deeply personally grateful. But as a leader in this community, I've also seen Scouts and Scouting change the lives of countless other suburban children and city children, to give them that experience, to allow them to see that brilliance, experience the power, and yes, live the magic of what a life-changing experience can be. And for that, we all owe the Boy Scouts and the Baltimore Area Council a huge debt of gratitude. So thank you.
Marianne, thank you again for accepting the honor as the 42nd Henry A. Rosenberg Senior Distinguished Citizen. Your service and dedication to the greater Baltimore community is truly a model for others to follow, and we are very thankful for all that you do for the community. On behalf of the Boy Scouts and the business community, I wish you a heartfelt congratulations on this outstanding honor. I want to close by thanking those who made this virtual event possible, including the organizing committee and staff of the Boy Scouts of America Baltimore Area Council, which planned and provided a high-quality event today despite the continuing challenges of the pandemic and hosting a virtual event. We are also grateful to the event sponsors who ensure each year that we can recognize leaders like Marianne Scully while also promoting the Boy Scouts values. The sponsors and all of you who attended today help ensure that many young people in the Baltimore region continue to learn and grow through their experience in the Boy Scouts. It's a big win for everyone. On behalf of the Boy Scouts, let me thank everyone for attending today. We look forward to seeing each of you in the near future. Until then, be well, stay safe, get vaccinated, and remain positive.